Mic test 1 2 1 2. This is the Other Room podcast, live and direct from BKK, Thailand. Today is our 10th episode, and we have a very unique and special guest right here. And today, as you all know, today is Valentine's Day too. So we devour ourselves, they go. So I'm Joel, aka Authority. My other host is.
My name is Anthony.
Then we have our guest here. Can you please introduce yourself? Because I don't even know where to start from.
Okay. Thank you for having invited me. My name is Chibuike Hyginus Chibuike.
Okay.
And right here in Thailand, most people call me, refer to me as Kunke. Yeah.
Okay. I've never heard that before. This is the first time.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's one thing I don't know about you. So, can you kindly tell us more about what you're doing? Because, as you all know, in this show, in this our podcast, we only invite people who we think they have something going on, like people who are doing some into entertainment and they have their own business they are doing, and mostly they have something we could discuss about, or we could just talk about before we talk about our day by day stuffs about Nigerian things and Though we're trying to have as much fun as we could in this show. We don't have to be too serious,
Yeah. Like I had someone tell me you guys are too deep.
Yes.
So just have fun,
We don't want to be too political or too serious about it. We just want to have fun. So please tell us more about yourself. Just go ahead, don't stop. Everything you think people needs to know about you, just tell us.
I will start by saying I really appreciate when I got the call from Tony today, days back, and he called me up and told me that something like this going on around town, and he wants me to be the guest on the show. So I was surprised, and deep down me, I'm very, very glad that guys could be coming up with ideas that are very, very special like this, for you guys to run up a program like this, which is like that day when you called me. I told you that I have something similar to this that is coming up, which is part of the project I might be discussing, but I will not disclose it yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am a general businessman after I retired from my active playing. So I got to survive. So I invested what I had. Even my playing days, I did investment in Singapore and all that. But when I got here in Thailand, so I started with material designs. So I made clothes, I made my designs.
I remember your shop in Pratunam. Yeah.
So I was sending those, and I had customers, friends, and all that. Then I equally was among the first 3 Nigerians that started exporting Thai fish, dried fish. So then, before every other person started trooping into it, I could remember my uncle was telling me that I should make it I should privatize the importation into Nigeria. But I told him that I don't want to go into that because I don't want to die. But look how big Nigeria is, and
you want to monopolize
such markets. Yeah. And I told him I don't want to go about doing that, because even those who are supposed to benefit from it in other ways, when you do it, they cannot have access to it. You understand?
And there's a lot of people doing that right now.
Right now. So these are part of the things. Yeah. I did not limit myself to one particular kind of business, because I do general merchandise. Depends on what is it that you need. Then we'll source it for you, and then yeah. So because I was looking into what is it. Business here in Thailand is not constant. It's changing from different phase to a different thing, just as the trend is going. So if you remain rigid to one particular thing, then you'll be sure you'll be left behind. So you got to see what is it that the future is leaning towards, and then after we had the economic turndown, it was so serious that so many businesses got affected, and many big companies. So think about smaller companies like us and all that. So, I try to think out other ways. So we also operate a travel agency. So We just try to do things that we can survive with.
So how
Yeah.
do you from those various businesses and investment and decided to go more into entertainment? How do you choose that?
Yeah.
Or what is the motivation behind the
Yeah,
decision?
rightly. I come from a family, my family background that my mom is actually a singer and
Oh.
she's
Okay.
yeah. So it's something that started right from the family. I recall at my young age during my primary school days, I locked up my mom and her friends in a room and had this, the record and play kind of radio set. We had to sweat because then we already have a ceiling fan and we had to put it off because we don't want the noise during the recording. So the women were all sweating, but I recorded the beats and the songs that we made and was about 300 cassettes, and it was rightly sold during those periods. So
just like indoor recording.
Yes.
Oh,
So
nice.
my mom does she comes up with the songs. Sometimes she, like in the middle of the night, will wake me up to say, can you write this down and remind me tomorrow? So yeah, because most of the time I sleep in the living room. I don't sleep in my room. I come to sleep in the living room because I watch TV till late. Maybe I'll be watching until I doze off and I'll just sleep there. So everybody knows that that's my sleeping place. I don't sleep in my room. Yeah. So yeah, that's how everything started from days back. My family into sports, music, and entertainment. My junior brother actually happens to be an artist as well. He has a song, but he's not here with me, so I gotta promote those.
You can promote it.
Yeah. So yeah, that is how I got to meet with people, and generally, those of you who know me well, that's I hang out with guys in the club and all that. So yeah, I started seeing talents here in Thailand as well, and I found out that there are things that they are lacking, which needs to be there for them to get beyond where they are, because they have been like that for the past 2-3 years that I've been here with them, and I try to seek or find out what is it that they lack, that they need or somebody needs to do for them to be on a different level. So putting those findings together is what brought me more closer into music. Yep.
Great. I like that because, like, for me, right, I'm kind of surprised in the sense that you have a sporting background. That's what we know you to be, like an ex-footballer, right?
Yeah.
So it's actually easier for you to be a football agent because you already know, like, the rules and the contract situations and everything. Then
so everybody says, and I'm also doing the football thing because I manage players, and we're actually organizing a tournament. And Kanu Anko is also gonna visit Thailand in no distant time because he's gonna come here for Camp Kanu for a 4 days camp, which we have made all possible arrangements, and we have the partners we're gonna work with. So we're just looking onto the dates that will be comfortable for both Kanu and other partners that are involved in this. And I have my friend from Cambodia as well who also came around. So yeah, we're working towards that. I do that, but part of the problems that keeps me off football management or managing of players is because of the visa issues that Nigerian players encounter here. Because other parts of the countries, they find it easy to make their visa processing, but Nigerians find it very difficult. So if you bring a Nigerian player, he's going to also attest to the same conditions that every other Nigerian is undergoing. Yes, so all those stress, I don't want to continue stressing clubs and stressing. Then every day you go pleading before that. So all those ads is best we don't have them. Yep.
Yeah, it's true because how long can you actually beg for mercy for, in the sense that you have to do that to inconvenience
season
yourself,
after season, clubs will even get tired of you bringing in your quality players. They know that you have those quality players, but they don't want to take those players because of the difficulties they encounter during their visas. Yeah, so if it's like other African countries, they can do their visas more easily rather than being a Nigerian. So
yeah, that's a struggle, bro. That's a struggle. We all go through that.
I remember during the raiding, like during the Black Halloween raiding.
It's actually going on anyway. It's called Black Eagle now because Halloween's over, right?
Yeah, I read the news and they initially targeting like football player, African football player. I was like, if someone is a professional football player, how could the person be living here committing other crimes if they're getting paid playing football?
Well, you cannot blame them actually if they say they are targeting whatever it is they are targeting. If you are innocent, you are innocent. That's the thing. Because
the point is,
I don't want to believe that they are only targeting African football players.
I mean, like not only it's included in like in their own. They're targeting African in general.
Yeah,
that's why it's called Black Halloween or Black whatever.
Well, maybe you understand it that way, but for my understanding, they were targeting people who are like overstaying and doing other kind of
what they want you to actually believe. How many white homes did they raid? None.
Well, that's up to them. I don't want to like assess them.
They could say like Pharaoh Halloween or why is black? Why they have to like black? And they made it open like targeting Africans. So don't forget about that. That is not why we're here. How many artists do you have in your label right now?
In my label, I have about 4 artists that are rightly under my label, and the rest of them that I'm working with like under kind of collaboration because they are artists that stand on their own. So but in those 4, I have one who is not directly under my label, but we co-manage the artist. Like let's say Ray Jacko, whom album we're working on now, and right now the latest song that he dropped, the remix, he is doing so well in Nigeria now. So in Lagos,
that's a good move.
Yeah, in Lagos, MTN are even using it for callback ringtones and all that. So the song is like really moving in Nigeria. It's making good impact. And some Europeans who get to, while we were preparing the process of shooting the video, those of them that got to know about the song were like so very impressed. And some DJs even opted to like play it on their own. So the song is the title is Thunder. Maybe
we're probably gonna play the song, but let's just
get into just to piggyback to like episode 2 or 3. You know, remember when we talked about this telecoms company, right?
Yes, I think it's
how much royalty they're actually paying to artists that people use their callback ringtone. What do you actually think about that? Because from the news, right, we heard that the companies are taking like 70%. Why the artist is having just 30%, and we think that's like daylight robbery, whereby artists that go into like when it comes to production, right, there's a whole long process of composing, producing, then singing, writing, and all those things.
I have to mix, I have to master it as well.
Each of these steps involve a different person. So how can 30% for the artist actually be enough to actually pay everybody, when this MTN and these other telecoms company are actually receiving 70%, which we think is not really good?
Well,
I talked about this.
It's just like you rightly said. There's nothing you can do if the bigger and well-established artists and well-organized managements cannot be out to stand against such existence. Because you don't expect people who are still on the down, who are trying to make their name known, are trying to come up or to get to the surface, will be the one that want to start
make this advocacy, right?
Yeah, because I can remember my playing days, because I simply cannot compare both my football experience to the music industry, because there's just a little difference.
Yeah,
all these things is just about the managerial criteria. When I was playing, during my playing days, I used to be stubborn in the sense that not in the sense that I disobey people, but stubborn in the sense that if I know that something is right, I want to stand
for it.
Yes, I want to stand for it, which sometimes pisses people off. And when those things pisses them off, they stand against giving me what rights I deserve, because they want to show me that
they can stand your God.
Yes, yes. So they don't give me the support. So this actually also affected my national call during our playing days. So yeah, things like that. If you expect we that are just coming up in the industry, or maybe the young artist who is just trying to see if he's gonna get something to survive with, would be the one to stand and protest against this, then
this is one of the, I think this is one of the major points we
That-
made about the artists.
yeah.
They just want to survive.
Yes,
They
every-
just need something
end of
to
it,
live
you just
by.
look that every other person just want to survive, because even them, the artists, some of them are not playing to the game as well. How is it? Some artists, you can get along with them, but they forget that everything you do is a process. Some of them, while working with them, when they start seeing the lights coming from the end of the tunnel, then they start to change for who they used to be.
Yeah.
So
That's fine.
they start shaking when nothing has really happened. So you find out that when you are working with people like this, when now they have the opportunity from, or have a call from MTN that they want something, they need such a thing, then if you want to say something against that, then you will be
Be the enemy.
That you don't want me to go national or global.
yeah. So everybody is aspiring to have his name mentioned there, that I've been here, I've been there.
It's a popularity contest, right?
But they don't really want to check in what it's just like when we got to Singapore, I didn't play in the S League because I chose to play in the Division 1. Why did I do that? In the S League, the person that owns the club that I like taking on the black players was paying less than what is the normal amount that is stipulated by the government to pay. So, and in the team, I have people who were back in Nigeria. They are not up to my standard. I'm not trying to say that I'm measuring them or something. No. But I'm trying to say that even those boys were telling the club owner that you can't pay this man this amount. The amount they paid me in the Division 1 was higher than what they are receiving
in the major
in the S League.
Uh-uh.
And this now discredits their ability, because they are not getting the amount that is sufficient for them to feed and then survive. And then with other social demands, you have a girlfriend, you have this, you have that, and to this effect, you have to satisfy some needs of theirs. So all those things make their challenge to drop. So when they come to the field of play, their opponents will be playing at a different level while they are playing in a different level. So the result now that affected their performance and their result as well. So in the general end, you find out that they did not do well. And the man only made for them a visa for 1 year, while I got a visa for 2 years playing for that. So it all depends on what is your vision and your focus on what you really want to gain. So it's not about every other person is going there. But if same goes to the artists, if they will start looking at what is it they are targeting and who has that kind of spirit to work with them to meet. Yes. So this will help to go a long way.
Yeah, I think what I think the problem with now this generation artists is like, if you sign them into your label, they believe you have to take care of their responsibility. Everything that has to do with them, you have to feed them, you have to rent an apartment for them. If they have a girlfriend, they have to beg you for money to it's all about hustling, like he has to hustle as well, or not like because you're signed to my label, I have to be the one taking care of every responsibility of yours. So you have to be like,
some artists believe it to be so, but in my level, some of us are not like that with each other, because before I even get started with you, I will like make you know that these are the conditions or the areas to which I can be able to work with you and to support you, so that you don't expect more than what is it I can do. I do. Yes. No, you cannot demand something I cannot do or offer. If those things come, then I will tell you these areas we're gonna source for sponsors, or maybe we're gonna source for help, or we're gonna source from outside, right? But so yeah, it depends on what people engage and how they bargain with the artist. Yeah.
Yeah, so Rejako is one of your artists that's actually making the wave right now, because like you said, like he's getting a lot of airplay back home in Nigeria, right?
Yep.
And he's also on MTN, like
yeah, I love the kid. I love the kid because I could remember actually when I started with him in the team of artists that we like, the song we did for the King, Let King,
okay.
Let King Ramanine. Yeah,
you guys did a song for
we did a dedication song. Okay. We call it Forever Remix. That Forever Remix song we did among the artists that assembled. We got Ray Jacko, we got Harvard Slim, we got Paddy Benzi, we got Corpus Cow, we got Janji and Kelvin.
Okay,
yeah,
that's like a super team.
Yeah,
I think I only know Ray Jacko. I know Benzi or the Ghanaian guy.
Yeah.
And the
he's
other
Ghanaian. Harvard Slim.
I haven't met him yet, but I've seen some of his video on Facebook. I haven't seen him yet. I haven't met him.
He's so Congolese,
I've played football with
Paddy Benzi.
He's a cool kid.
These guys are a bunch of talents. I'm so very proud of them. The King song was, it had more than 57,000 views by Thai people. So
that's great.
It was something that we did that is so special that every other person that had it and watched the video is so cool as well. So if you check on your YouTube or go to Safari Entertainment and just check,
I'll probably check that out. I'll check
later.
So
Rejako was the least of all these artists that I mentioned. So he was like and if you say the team, he's being looked upon like the least. But I have great joy. I have great joy working with him because he's a kid that he never gives up. He likes to work hard. He constantly want to believe that he don't have it. He doesn't have what it takes. So he challenged himself. So that is the act that I saw in him that made me to accept that, okay, I'm gonna work with him. Yep. So and during then he already had this Turn Down as one of his singles. So I said to him, if I'm gonna work with you, then I have to start off somewhere and make some corrections, and that will be with your song, this very last one, for which I will be coming in. And if I come in, then we have to change things in it. So that was how I came up with the ideas of then bringing in these guys, and then we try to make the difference. And that difference today is what we are enjoying, because the calls we're getting, the response we're getting, all these things are very, very,
that is really impressive. Yeah, I know, like, as you all know, Thailand is kind of not a hip-hop, Afrobeat, or whatever you want to call it, country. Like, even the Thai people who are into hip-hop here, they are not getting what they deserve. Except you're rapping in Thai. So how do you think Thailand is a good market for your own record label? Or do you have any other vision, like where you want to expand your work through?
Yep. This is actually the market we are trying to bring into play now, because the future is Africa. You will find out that even the American artists are doing a lot of work.
Afrobeat is killing everybody right now, man. So my friends from Finland, my friend, Indian friend everywhere just hitting me up like, yo, I love Nigerian music.
If you leave it or take it, very soon, when we do the next step and the next thing we're going to do around Thailand here, they're gonna appreciate it. It's now they see the vision of the things, because we don't have means of like showing them these acts for them to see. It's just only the few who are friends of us. And let's be realistic. The kind of activities we blacks are putting out here makes most of them think that we don't have anything good from us.
Yes. But the problem is, did they give us the chance to prove ourselves if we have any
chance has not been given. But for instance, now that's why I said I'm glad that I was called upon to be on this show. But you are creating the chance which was denied you by yourself. It's just same back there in Nigeria that we don't depend on our government.
It's a basic concept of life. Like nothing is given.
Yes.
Yeah. Everything is earned. So you gotta put the work.
So if you put up something now, no matter how long it takes for them to get to know that you have a place like this and you're running a show like this,
hell yeah, it's definitely gonna pay off.
Yes, it's gonna pay off. The same way, if our people continue to sacrifice for what is right and what is good and put up those things in whatever field, it only will take time. And then it's people who don't understand that things are about process. Everything you do is a process. It takes time for good things to get. So if you don't have that patience to pass through that process, then that is when you stumble. And how do you stumble? You start to do things that you want to cut and join. And when you do things that want to do cut and join, then you're
skipping the process.
I understand your point. I totally understand your point. Like everything, you have to initiate a move. Like if you want people to know you are a footballer, you have to jog a ball first. If you want people to know you are a fisherman, you have to go to the same.
Yes, commit more time.
But my problem is
not when you say you're a footballer. We hardly see you go to training, and when even you are in the field of play, run around the field 10 times,
you're tired.
Non-football player can run the field 30 times. So how do you then justify that this is what you do? So this is what I mean by you have to show, you have to just like prove. In a place like this that you just don't prove. You have to prove and prove and prove
consistently.
Okay, you know what I believe here, because I have this idea like if there's no way you could prove to people who are not seeing any good in you. But there is another way of proving that you have to be consistent. You have to be, you have to keep going. You have to put more energy. You don't have to relent. You have to be relentless. Right?
That is exactly what I'm saying.
But my point is, like, if you're good, people who thinks you are naturally bad, it's going to be hell to try to prove yourself to them. That's the only problem we have.
I agree with you. In Singapore, I had such. When I went for a trial with a team they call Bayelsa Kalsa, we played during the match that we had, and we were playing. Think about somebody who is supposed to be your teammate, and I didn't start the match. Later, I was brought on, and when I was brought on, I scored 2 goals and had some assists. But as the game goes to fade, there's a point when things will get and you start showing more skill. And Tony knows me, I show off more skills. So when I was doing that, think about somebody who is a teammate was, are you here to show off yourself? Oh. that kind of a thing. No, but he's supposed to be on my side. We're supposed to do things that will get those people angry so that they don't play. They don't play to their
more foul. They can just run after.
And the ultimate is coming with this and just say, then use those kind of words to tell you that you're black. Then, so
dude, you have to.
What happened was the person that was talking to me and was saying this to me was an Indian. He is. I am even brighter than he is.
He's darker, right?
He's darker.
Yeah, like we had an episode where he was talking like the people, like his best friend is Indian, right?
Yeah.
But he received more racist
gestures or words
from
Indians
than any other race.
So I just looked at him and said, do you look at yourself and look at me now? If you are in the midst and you consider yourself white and you are in their midst and you are this color and I am from the black side and I'm this color, then I am lighter than you, then you are a cause in this land. Yeah, because if I can look lighter than you are looking, and you are from the place and say you consider yourself to be white, he shut up. His colleagues, the rest of the teammates just, I kind of laughed at him and messed him up, and that we just played on. I agree with you, but the best is we have to keep trying to prove. We don't. If you want to show that you are an artist, you have to keep showing and following up with things that has to do with artistic things. Just like, okay, I did not start with entertainment, right? But consistently, I have to keep on going to shows, attending to shows, and then setting up shows and bringing on artists from the outside world
and trying to match with the locals as well.
Yes, and now the challenge I was facing was trying to convince the locals that you can actually put us into play.
We have something to offer.
Yes, we have this, and you will love what we have. So those things are what I am doing now, and educating and creating the awareness and places that I go, and with help of the Bangkok invaders. That's why I'm getting I
was actually thinking maybe you got recruited by Bangkok. Because they said they started recruiting everybody. Maybe we're gonna be next. Who knows? Yo, Bangkok invaders, we keep our offer open if you want. But if you have something cooking, just hit up me and Joel, my brother Anthony. So we're free, man. Just hit us up.
You can never know what tomorrow will bring, because if you have things that you can collaborate with them, the door is open.
I think we don't have problem if we feel the need of bringing any of them in, we can just reach out. The worst you can do is say no, you're not coming. It's not it's not the end of the world. We're just a start up, and we will get recognized by. At least we're getting recognized by the people.
We're already getting recognition.
We're getting offers.
That's what some people don't see.
This is our 10th episode, and you're here, right?
I didn't know about it, and now I know about it, and I'm here. So it's things like that. And just like I said, everything is a process. When I came to Thailand, I was just a pure fan of DJ Ono and DJ Buddha. Just a pure fan. And I go to no other club than RCA.
That's where I knew them from too.
Route 66. So I go there quite often, and my man, the MC.
You go to all the clubs, man.
But when you're into entertainment, you have to choose.
Even before you went into entertainment, I knew you from
I do club a lot, but I don't drink a lot. So that's why people how come you club almost every day and you never get? I say, because I don't drink to get drunk. I can have a bottle of beer whole night, and that's it.
That takes a lot of courage.
But dancing, I can dance all night until I get back home.
Whole night. That is self.
So that's it.
What else? Have any more questions?
I've been to a couple of your shows. You've had shows in Bangkok and
in Pattaya,
but I've not really seen anything coming out for now from you. Why? Is it that you've put a stop to it, or you got something better cooking up?
Those period that we are engaging ourselves in several shows is to create, like I said, everything is a process. We were just creating those awareness. And some of those shows, we actually did them, and the artists didn't get paid for those things. And I had to take time to convince them that I have to get you to do this, not get paid, is because we have to create this awareness.
Visibility.
Because if we don't create the awareness, then people will not know that you are this good. Nobody will know that. You can drop your song, there are a lot of people, everybody's dropping a song, but you have to start with the society where you are at. then other people will also like get to know things. So without us doing those things, I think you wouldn't know. Some people wouldn't know. But because we had those activities, and now that we're not doing them, people notice that we aren't doing them. And we aren't doing them is because we are going to a different level, and that different level will take some balance. So those balance is what we're trying to create in between before we now take a shot at it. So what we're doing next, we're looking into bringing somebody more renowned, more popular, more not just like the previous artists that we brought before, but at least artists that are relevantly much popular and will demand more, both financially and so the task is more now than
ever before.
So the challenge is increasing, because now even the artists that I have in hand, then they weren't at the level they are at this level now. They have gotten to a difference. Like I still make instance with Ray Jacko. Ray Jacko used to be a C-class artist in Nigeria. Well, now with things that are developing the way that it is, he surely will bounce
around the B
plus. Okay. Because and we got like the other artist, Anthony Sky as well. We're looking up to
probably we'll play his music. Just look up for that music.
He is an upcoming artist and he's based in Sweden.
And
we already have planned his Europe tour, even without him having his videos, for you to see how much his songs are being loved. So people are already
I mean, like in Europe is quite different. The love for Afrobeat, dancehall and reggaeton is totally different. My friend from Sweden sent me a video. I think I talked about this last week. A music of One Decode. I was like, this shit is blowing up Sweden. Like, I love it. You know, like Afrobeat over in Europe is totally different.
It's the same thing that we are doing with Couples. Couples is now like try to do some collaboration, more collaborative acts with that has to do with Afrobeat. Because he's a natural rapper. He got American accent. He's American. He's multi-talented. And same, like I was telling you, that we want to have a studio, which will have it soon. In that studio, we're doing much more things, because like
even in case you guys want to rent my room, I have a studio at home.
Sure.
For real.
That's what I said. I'm impressed.
I can sacrifice this. Like, if you want to record and you have your beat, you have all your things set up, I can let you guys use my place for a couple of songs.
Thank you for the offer.
To let you
thank you for the offer.
I'm going to show you my setup.
Oh yeah.
I have one of the best no microphone. My mic is like, oh shit, you don't want to. Oh. Should I? Am I going to pay for this self promotion?
So
you guys can just come over and record.
I see that.
I'll let that go. Okay.
No problem. So I will tell you more. Both of you, I will tell you more about the project I have that is coming up, and then with the things you have, I think it's in line with the projects that we have coming up. So there are places you can help out. If I need you to, I will call up you, because
we are a startup. We're always ready, and we already got some offer. I don't know how we're going to meet up this month, because we still have to get a lot of things, have an offer. But if you need any help, if you need anything from us, just hit us up. As we feel so good and we feel so respected that we hit it up even within 2 days, and you responded, and you could be able to make it. Not a lot of people will
it's a thing of a joy. People who really know me know that any place any African is doing anything that I know that represents a good image for Africans, I will be there. I will be there. That doesn't mean that I will be there to give financial or I will be there.
Your present is
to give whatever kind of support that I think.
Energy,
yes, I can. That is what I do, because I see I know that I am this level today is because I didn't have the people who are supposed to like give me the support that I need to get where I am. If I start telling you about my story, where I have played, the level I played in Nigerian league, and the players I had to play with and all that. Like, let's say, for instance, our national team goalkeeper, Vicente Nyama.
Yeah.
He used to be my roommate. We lived together, and we said the team prayers and all that. The process of him getting signed up in Enyimba, I was part of it. So things like that. Then he when he was on trials in Enyimba, he stays in my place because his place is after the place we call Ariaria Market in Abad. So that area, they have a lot of traffic. So if he comes up for training in the morning, instead of going through that traffic hell, he stays just in my place. Then after the evening training, then he goes home. Wow. So we are like that. I have bunch of people that I'm close with that they are up there, but
nice, great.
Yeah, you just got to strive to also like break the ceiling, man. Yeah, they say like the glass is a ceiling, so you got to break the glass.
I'm happy. I'm so happy we're getting something going on right now in Bangkok because in Thailand, because we have to repair the image of Nigeria, man.
We got to start.
We have to
just
start
like
doing something.
Just like I can say, they said it's about rebranding, the way we brand ourselves. So the way we present ourselves to everybody, that's the way they look at us. And the things we engage ourselves in doing, that totally shows of what people would think about us. So that is why I try to. I'm not saying that I'm a good person, I'm the best, but I try to support wherever I see the good energy. And when I bring up something, I want people who know that they are better than me in that part to take it up. I'm not saying that in everything that I bring or things that I support that I'm the best or I'm the better man for those things. No, but I share it so that that idea will circulate, and those who are better than me or are better in those areas can take it up from the And I want to also seize this opportunity to say those of us that are Africans that are here in Bangkok that knows that they have the financial capacity to support some talents should actually also look into this area and see how they can help out, because there are those who have kids and their kids are fast growing.
Yep.
And their kids, some of them, I see them, they are good in the field of soccer, some of them are good in the field of music, but if they don't have where they can rely on to know more about Afrobeats and stuff like that, then they won't get to the top, because it will be more challenging to them to compete with.
They need someone to nurture them into the culture.
Yes,
About it. I think for us here, I think most of us are investing in a very wrong investment. Most of our guys here, they think it's not advisable to invest in abroad. So they always send everything back back home. So I don't know, we started when we started this, we talked about it. I always hit my brothers up. One of those it's I've been waiting for this for a long time. I was okay, let's do it. And boom, and we started buying equipment one after the other. We have to
process, man.
It's a process. It takes
that's the thing. Just like I said,
before we recorded our first episode, we tried out some episode, tried to get used to the equipment, So it takes processes. So not just something you just
now you are a lot more comfortable with the equipment. You're a lot. If you have any problem, you know where to touch and where not to touch, and all this and that. So it's the same thing. Like in the travel agency, the JW Travel Agency, which in partnership with my partner, we offer travel tours and all that. So
that's great. That's nice.
Recently now we want to go into doing more tours that has to do with African travels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So and we want to make it to be the way that it has to do with safari entertainment. Because just as the name goes, so want to bring in safari tours, things like that. So and the other logo, as you can see, is the company logo. the company with which we are registered.
Jesse, right?
Jesse, that's the one I have in Patunam.
The clothing.
Yeah, so what I'm putting on now is
all made
by me, designed by me, and all that. So
that's great.
The same thing. I want the artists to be a part of the promotion and advertisement in case any person has things to advertise or things to produce as well. Yeah, we can produce and help them in the advert. So these artists, when they are performing, they can put on these wares and all these things. So
I think it's all about vision. It's all about what you think is because they don't just like the way we're doing okay, see the podcast. I think we're the first African doing it in Thailand.
Yeah.
Last episode we were talking about. I think very soon a lot of people coming into this. You will see a lot of people trying to do podcasts, and it was like, yeah, he's good by him. Like if you come, you just do something, just make it challenging. Make it competitive.
Well,
right?
Just like I rightly said before that what you are doing is in line with what project I have in future. Maybe after this, I will show you the letters I've sent to. Or the emails that I have had with like Channel 3, TV7, and was this channel again that I actually have had meetings with them 3 times. So they have something in process. We have something in process with them. And with Thai people, you also have to endure with their way. So even when you give them the idea, when you give them the idea, you just share it with them, and they agree with it. So you still have to wait up for how they are. And good thing is that this group of people I shared the idea with is not the kind of people that will get the idea and push you away. Because I remember how we Africans sell off the entrepreneurial ideas that we have to all these foreigners or foreign lands. Because when we come, like in Singapore, first, when you want to apply for a company, you have to state out your goals, your idea, your operational terms, how you're going to, the income, the expected this and that. When you write all the whole processes, what you're going to produce, how you're going to produce it, this, you have to table it. And when you bring it and give to them now, if they don't trust the process, they will want you to establish and run it first. So when you establish and run it first, there they wait for you in your visa extension. So I had a business. Like I opened up while playing in Singapore, I opened up a company where I changed the steering. The driving this thing from
car steering.
Car steering from right to left, because people are coming to Singapore to buy cars, and then they have to bring to Nigeria and have those things changed. So I thought of why not
just change it here,
do it here, and then when they come, they just buy the original that is changes. So I had a plot of land with my partner, who is a Singaporean. Then we started running this business, but months later, the business shows signs of booming. In 5 months, we were more people were buying the parts for change. Even before they come, they will order. And then they will order the car that they want. So we keep all these things. Sometimes our space is not even enough to keep the cars. We just leave the cars. So while in this process, it is still our African brothers that went behind to go and meet. Hey,
government.
Why not the government? My partner to tell him, you are doing this, running this business with this small boy. We can make this place even greater and bigger. You have 1 plot, and we make it 5. This. The man buy their idea, and then that is how I got to move from Singapore. Because from there, my application for extension was incomplete. And how did it become incomplete? Because my partner was running a different show so that he can get me off the lane. So while doing that, they now started a new process of applying for a new company that will operate the same business. But as God may have it, the government denied them the opportunity and said they have to see the progress I have made before they can allow a second one to be
established. Yeah.
So that is how the whole thing got fucked up. See,
Okay.
things like this. So if we Africans, what am I saying in essence? I just said that I'm glad that you are doing this. So if you guys are in the process or in line or in the same channel of things that I expect to do or something, so if I bring it up, I will share the idea with you. Then I see where you can either come in or then we make it like
Even
okay,
much bigger.
yes, even much bigger or
Bigger.
with
Okay. Oh, come to think of it, which day I was talking to you about shows. Like we're thinking of having our own shows. Like I was like, what type of show you want to have? I don't have like a certain shows, but I just think like with our podcast, at the point we're gonna get bigger.
yeah.
So we have to do something bigger as well. Maybe probably like live band shows.
It's
Bringing artists, various artists, just like have shows
on the
just
show.
like, yeah.
Yeah. So
not like a big.
it's
place,
you,
just
it's
eating
you,
things,
it's what you cook that you present on the table. You cannot plan that you want to eat jollof rice, then you go and cook jollof beans and bring. Yeah, and no, it's what you cook that you can present on the table. So that is what I'm saying. You are the presenters. You are the one that have to do. Think about the vision of what you want the people to enjoy. Then you have to plan and see how you can bring this to life.
Okay.
Yeah. You're all dressed and you're looking so good tonight. What's up? What's up?
Today is Valentine's, so what do you think?
Yeah,
They say today is Valentine's.
Okay, initially I thought I was going to buy a gift to my brother. I was like, I'm gonna be buying this day. And then something came up. I was like, okay, I'll just let it go. So we just have to be here. It's almost 12. We don't have Val.
It's
No, for me, like basically, I don't care about Valentine's.
I've never.
I just don't feel like.
Forgive me, people. I think I'm too African for this shit. So
It's not being African for this shit. Like even Nigerians,
for that.
Nigerians celebrate Valentine more than anybody.
Yeah, I know about it.
Okay.
I mean, like, when I say African, be conservative. I'm way too
if you check out my post today, I was kind of saying that people should make every day of their life Valentine's Day.
I think Valentine's is for suckers.
Wait,
like for
Tony,
losers.
Tony, you saw the lady that was carrying some flowers while we were coming down, while we were coming upstairs.
Dude,
and I was just like,
I'm tired of my Facebook, man. Like fucking wish me happy Valentine's
people are
Day,
sending
man.
me so many flowers.
The fuck?
Yes, okay, it's good thing that today is a reminder of this thing, but then I want to see it in our everyday life, because that is what will help shape other people's life. You shout and talk about Valentine's Day, but tomorrow when you see me and I am in need of something, you would not even say hi. Rather, you will be thinking of something that will make me not to survive, something will make me not to succeed.
I mean,
what's the point?
Invented this Valentine's Day is a sucker.
No, actually, the background to it is like Saint Valentine was a Catholic priest.
Yes.
So it's just that it's just capitalists who came up with the idea that we can actually capitalize this to make much more money for very few people who own companies. And that concept has actually gone global, especially when it comes down to Africa, and especially Nigeria to be precise. We've become so consumeristic in the sense that we want to purchase things. And when you purchase things, you know how many people have gotten their heart broken today?
Yeah. Expectation. High expectations.
Exactly.
High expectations.
You base your entire year on just
one day
of being
just for you to get satisfied.
If your boyfriend doesn't buy you a gift, then he's a loser. What the fuck is that?
Something like that. So
one of my ex-girlfriend once told me, like, you never buy me a gift, not even a Valentine's Day, not even a flower. I was like, what the fuck, you gonna eat flower or what? If I buy you flower, what you gonna do with it?
For me, right, if you're gonna appreciate me just one day, if you're gonna show to me just one day, that one day should determine how much you value or love me.
Don't show me.
I'm not gonna take you serious.
Don't even try it.
It's something that has to be done consistently every day.
Everything is a process.
If it takes just
even
one
the
day,
relationship is a process. So in that process, if you don't show more of things that will make me want to sacrifice for you just for one day, then I don't want to be in that relationship.
Valentine.
No, you don't fuck it because just like dude, you can create.
You know, a lot of people, like I know some girls who are single on my Facebook and they're crying. Like I don't have
I see a couple of girls who like Happy Valentine's, I'm single. Like, yo, so what's up? You're single, who gives a fuck?
Listen,
who cares?
Listen up. All this is about awareness and education level because some people okay, let's compare it to things that are happening back there in Nigeria. I grew up in the north. The north that I grew up, it is what the teacher tells the students that the students grow up to know and they abide by it. It's the same thing in the east or south. So whatever it is that we groom the people growing up and they buy it, that is what grows up. But if you make people to understand that this day is actually just a reminder, I don't blame the people who create this day to serve as a reminder to share and show love. But the people who now think about this day for their own personal gain are the people who have problem with this day.
You one thing is I understand that people are being groomed into like believing certain things. Like when we were growing up, we believed that India beat Nigeria in the soccer match 99 to 1 or 100 to 1, right? But people change their values every day. We got to a point then we just believed that, oh shit, that was a joke.
That was a fucking troll.
But that was how we grew up.
Yeah.
So you have to change your values.
And they were like telling us then that, oh, Indians, they are the powerful when it comes
to like magic.
And so that you can't even see them. You can't even touch them. They are flying. The ghosts, they were scoring the ghosts like once they just pay the score.
That story was sold. Like properly. I bought that shit.
Yeah, like for me, the special thing about today for me is just that as a Christian, today is Ash Wednesday.
Yep.
It's the first day of the Lent season.
The fasting.
So it's a day that should remind us all that from dust we come and dust we shall go back.
Oh, it's good religious.
That is what it is for me.
It's true. It's true.
It's not about Valentine. But with that being said, happy Valentine's to all the women in my life.
And
so that's just a quote whiskey, yo. You didn't see that coming. You didn't see that coming. You didn't see that.
Just like what I did today was yesterday in club I had a picture with some girls, some models.
You got to know that, man.
The models that work with the Face Thailand. So we were up in the stage and I had pictures with them, and then today is Val and some girls were like texting me, sending me messages. So instead of replying to them about can you be my Val and all that, so I decided to post picture of me and those girls and then put up those advice that every day should be
a
Valentine in your life and not just today. You all are there sending me all these messages. So what am I trying to say? For those of them who don't know who these girls are, I started creating things on their own.
Oh yeah.
Your girlfriend. Your girlfriend is this. Your girlfriend. Your wife is this. I didn't say.
So just for all of you who has been so turned up on this Valentine Day, I got something here by Ray Jacko to turn you the fuck down. The title said "Turn Down," man. You have to turn the shit down.
Turn
that shit down.
And all guys have to be sweet, sweet like mango.
Gonna tell you, just turn that shit down, man. You've been so turned. Wait. Okay.
Every day she calls me in the morning. She says she needs me. She says she's lonely.
It's very Valentine.
That's the beat.
Mm-hmm. The feeling of love.
A lot of guys are turning a lot of girls down tonight.
Yes, so
yeah. I mean, there is these girls that were texting. I was saying, baby, I would like to turn you down. Then the girls are like, are you sure you're gonna be as sweet as a mango?
I'm soft.
Then the guy said yes. Then the girl said, I will play you like a Ronaldo. Because that's the saying in the song.
She's actually quoting the song.
Yes.
Hey. All the girls wanna turn her down. Want more? Okay.
I love the vocals.
The vocal is really nice, man.
That's Genji.
You girls, you gotta down that shit down, man.
She's actually a TV star.
Oh,
Here comes Slim.
Excuse me, sis, you gonna be my miss. You gonna be the little mama, I'ma always kiss. Them niggas in the hood on your player list. Give it to me.
I said, give it to me, baby.
You know no one is ever gonna stop it.
Hey,
I'm scratching
Polly.
my bitch, babe, I'm never
I like this guy, man.
Wow.
He's nice. He's like a live performer. You know, it's like he's nice. He's nice.
He's performing live every night at Novotel.
He's nice.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Yeah.
He's nice. I've seen a lot. I've heard a lot of things.
There are more to come. There are more to come from him. Still cooking.
I think we should be. I think one day we probably will bring him up.
It's short.
You guys want to. I'm gonna have like probably like a team interview of your artist. Probably like 4 or 5 people. It's gonna be like a whole.
Yep.
So it's gonna be like different setup. Like you artists sit down with the host. We just throw the question at you. So people, you should just watch out. More interviews is coming soon from Ray Jacko, from Harvey Slim, and from the entire Safari Entertainment. Just come on.
Have a Slim Records, SKG, Paddy Benzi.
Yes, we're bringing the whole crew.
DS Chocolate.
Bring the whole gang on.
I know you go give me that boom boom pa. See the way you give me that boom boom pa. Any guy you meet you wanna turn.
This is really nice. The beat is good and the vocal, like everything is nice. Yeah. Once again, you're listening to Thumbs Down by Red Jacko, Remains featuring Harvey Slim and Genji. And we remain your Other Room podcast. I'm your host, Joel, and your second host is Anthony at Groovy Tony on Twitter. And then we have a special guest here, Chibuike, aka
The Genius.
Yo. Okay, and again, we have something cooking right now. We have something coming up very soon. I'm just going to break it to you guys. We're going to have our online internet broadcasting, like live broadcast, as we're saying it right now. People can actually just listen to it live before they play back. So that is coming end of this month. I promise you guys, man. Then we still have other songs to play by Anthony Sky. On the way, man. All the way up. We're going. It's the Valentine's Day, guys. Keep listening to the Other Room podcast and keep enjoying and keep showing love.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yes, sir.
Let's keep going. We're still gonna talk about the snake. Snake, we chop money. Yeah, okay. Probably we'll keep that in our next episode. So we're going to play you a lot of songs from
because we want our guests to go have a good time tonight.
He's ready.
I'm having a good time because what I am doing here is part of my good time.
Yes,
it's still music and
about positive energy.
Yes. So I think I'm at the right place. Yeah.
Okay.
Follow you go. I so told you them I talk. My love is bigger and better. You wind up, give me some more.
Mother, they cook this now bit well. That chair, man. They take kitchen well.
Every day.
After this, you need to listen to the Bad Girl song.
Yeah.
All the way. Every day the money go the double. There's no holiday. All the ladies them a wine, them a bubble. All the way. Every day the money go the double. There's no holiday. All the ladies them a wine, them a bubble.
I still get them. I still have it dance. So I don't lose for.
First wife, first no jewel. That's one club.
Yes,
Haters them we way.
Hey. I think I don't lose for me.
This guy is in Thailand, right?
You did Thailand?
No, Sweden. Actually, he was supposed to come here to shoot his the music video of the other song, but Thai people, Thai embassy with Nigerian passport. So but he's gonna shoot the music video in in Nigeria. Then yeah.
All the way? Hey, no holiday, man. No Valentine Day, no holiday. Double the money, man. Double the hustle. Bring the color, bring the zamba, bring the ego.
No lamba.
Scatter pieces cut down pieces. I say again, you're listening to the Other Room podcast, and right now we play Anthony Sky. All the way, and we're here with our special guest, Chibuike from Safaris Entertainment. Keep listening. I'm your host, Joel, aka Authority. And then we have our second host who refuses to say his name. And keep listening to the music, and he's having fun. Yo, I'm serious, man. I'm bad my brothers tonight. So anyway, wait, they go down there. I haven't been out for
we're having a man date.
Yeah, we're going on a date. Bromance, man. The Beard Brothers.
Man date.
Yes. Yeah, this is All the Way by the Anthony Sky. So right now we're going to play you Bad Girl by Anthony Sky as well. Keep listening. We remain the Other Room podcast by Joel and Anthony. You can listen to us on iTunes, on Stitchers, on SoundCloud, on YouTube, and on notjustok.com.
We're everywhere, man.
We're everywhere. Yes, this is Bad Girl by Anthony Sky in collaboration with Safaris Entertainment. Yeah. If you like, I will resume my singing career. I swear to God. I said I don't retire. My brother said
I will bring you out.
They say career will never start.
No, career never starts now.
I tell them I don't retire. They say my career never starts. Career when they don't even know when they start. When they retire. So I'm bringing back my career, man.
There's no old age in music.
I'm coming back straight this time, man. I'm coming back. Ho, me, man. I'm bringing all of me. Fumi jet. You know what that means? Give me easily, give me suffering, give me slowly, give me easy. Fumi jet.
To the line, pull to the line.
Yeah?
Go give me.
Line up, man. They say coach. Okay. Come on, this guy try out. This guy makes sense, man. And again, this is Anthony Sky, Bad Girl. You're listening to the Other Room podcast by Joel and Anthony. We have our special guest here in the house, all the way from Safari Entertainment. Yeah? Come on. I don't set my radio voice. I didn't prepare my radio voice. That place.
You want start to rap?
I didn't prepare my radio voice.
It is feel like saying they do recording. So you want flow for your own bass on to radio head.
Man, I think this is. I think we're closing the show right now. We're ending up. I remain Joel, aka Authority. This is our special guest here from Safari Entertainment, Chibuike, and
big ups, man, for showing
big
up.
Ups.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for hosting me, and really appreciate. And I want to say, keep up doing what you're doing, because we are born to be Africans, and we have to rephrase and rebrand.
We change the name. Like
yes.
Making Africa great again.
I mean, they steal from us everything they do. They copy from us and still call us the bad ones.
Yeah, man, they will never accept that.
No.
And again, something just happened in the UK. The first woman there was actually black.
Okay, yeah. There's been a couple of
and I was like, no, this shouldn't be in news. We have the same set of people move to Australia to like. This is not a news, man. This is not a fucking news. It's not something new. So thank you guys. Watch our YouTube, follow us, subscribe to our channel on iTunes, on Stitcher, on SoundCloud, on notjustok.com, and we're everywhere. Just go type the Other Room podcast by Joel and Anthony. Thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. Happy Valentine's Day.